Hello and welcome to another food review. Uh, Safeway's caramel apple crumble pie, Nestle's Carnation frozen hot chocolate, and shit, what the hell is that brand called? Chaplin's premium cookie dough ice cream. All right, this I bought in December 2016. So I was planning on doing it then while I was eating it. And I was like, ah, fuck it, who cares? Do a food review. And I thought, okay, I'll do thoughts after the fact of eating it. And then procrastination, laziness, call what you will. I never got around to it. It's almost March 2017. About time I finally make a video about this, because it's going to be my only dessert food review for 2017. Unless I crack, but I'm not going to crack. Been doing good so far. So, nutritional facts. Got this at Safeway. I've always liked these in the past, but I don't know, like this time at least, I noticed the bottom was kind of like soft or like soggy. And I never remembered that in the past when I had these out in Vancouver. I mean, it can't be the store location because I'm pretty sure they make these frozen and then they ship them off here and there. But if I can get my shit together and get back down to Vancouver again in 2018, I will then buy this again and do like a final review of it. Usually I buy it when it's on sale for like four something, but I bought this at full price at five something. Yeah, you can see the expiry date, best before December 10th. So it's so I like the taste, like the apple caramel, and there's like the crumb on top. I like that part, but the bottom of the pastry or whatever the hell you want to call it, the pie, was soggy. I was like, I didn't like that part, so I'll give it one more chance next year. If it's soggy in the bottom, then I guess I never noticed that in the past or whatever. But anyways, I had this pie with, of course, ice cream because I'm not a savage. I also got this at Safeway. It's limited edition, and it was on sale, I believe, for $4. Nestle Carnation frozen hot chocolate, and it tasted exactly like, oh, how the hell? A few minutes ago, I know what it was called, but now it's blank. Like it didn't taste like what I thought it was going to taste like. Like I would give this a 4 out of 5. It tasted good, but I was disappointed because I'm thinking I wonder what this is going to taste like. But it didn't taste like what I thought it was going to taste like. It tasted like that other type of brands that make chocolate marshmallow with little chocolate flakes in it. Whatever it's called. But it tasted like that type of ice. It didn't taste like something different. It tasted exactly like those other types of ice cream that's got marshmallow chocolate and those little chocolate chip flakes in it. Sometimes there'll be like a peanut in it or something like that. I like the ones that has peanuts in it, and I forget what type of ice cream that's called. Awesome. But either way, it tasted good, so I give it a 4 out of 5. But I was just disappointed. Others, I would give it a 5 out of 5 if it was something that tasted good but different. But it tasted like other types of chocolate, whatever it is. So I had it with that. This here, I don't know where the lid went. I'm just going to show you the container, I guess. But the lid for this thing, I either threw out the lid or it's missing. It's MIA. Yeah, so this is one of these big containers of ice cream. There we go. I got this at Wholesale Club for 29 something. If I got two of them, then it would have been 27 something each. And so the lid would have had all the details, exactly how many liters this was. I forget how many liters this was, but it's this big. Now, there was no room in the freezer to put this in, but you see, this is during the winter time. So I put it out in the snow. I had it buried in the snowbank. Problem though is it wasn't that cold this winter. Like it's been snowing a couple times now in February late. It's been snowed, but and during December it wasn't really that snowing, and weather's been a little different this year. And so it didn't keep it frozen, but it wasn't warm enough to like melt it. So it's like in this state of flux of ice cream that's melting, but it's not like fully melted. But it's super soft, right? So it tasted sweet. It tasted good from that point. I don't know what this tastes like solid. And eventually, when there was room to stick, because by the time I got home with this, it was already starting to melt too, right? So it already like melted, and then kind of stayed soft. It was out there for like 4 to 7 days. Um, so it's like this soft, and eventually it got softer and softer. It's just like this. It is melted, but it's cool. It's cool. It's like melted ice cream, but it's cool type of thing. So tasted sweet, tasted good. Uh, and then eventually, when there was room in the freezer, I put it in the freezer. And then when I had it, it tasted weird. It didn't taste the same. It's probably because it was melted. Because they say not to refreeze things that were frozen, right? But the fact that it was all melted, and then because I wondered, because at one point I actually forgot about it. Because like, oh yeah, that's right, I got ice cream buried in the snowbank. It hasn't been that cold out. Now that there's room in the freezer, I better get it inside. So it was like it wouldn't be spoiled because it's cool enough to keep it cool, but whatever. Still, it's not frozen, right? In milk or whatever it is, ingredients, if it's not frozen, it's going to, yeah, it's in the freezer too long, it's going to freezer burn. If it's in the fridge, it's going to eventually expire. If it's not in the fridge, it'll expire even sooner. So the fact is, it's been not frozen for how many days, it means it'll start to turn, right? So I don't know if after it frozen, that's what the taste was, or just because it's frozen, it's all weird. Anyways, when I got to the bottom of it, there's like this frozen, like like a dog pisses in the snow. That's what I refer to it as. But the bottom of this was like this an inch layer of this like yellow stuff in it. I was like, oh, this is gross. Who wants to buy this? But then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It was outside for 4 to 7 days, and it's all. And then you freeze it, so that stuff probably fell to the bottom and blah blah blah. So I do want to buy this again. I would say this is a buy and it tastes good if you like cookie dough ice cream. It's just I have no idea what it tastes like when it's solid. I'd have to buy it when it's solid, it's frozen solid, then eat it and then get to the bottom to make sure that's just not a normal weird thing that's in the bottom. I'm pretty sure I feel that it's probably from the fact that it was melted and shit like that. So I know what it tastes like when the ice cream's melted and it's all soft. It tastes good. It tastes sweet and good. It's just that it's not going to be as good when something's frozen solid. So I say yes. I'm going to buy it again in the future. And if again in the future I buy it and it's somehow disappointing, then I would say it's no. But for now, it's a yes. I'm going to buy it again in the future. So, blah 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 blah.